everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Ravens going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. They'll come out in the pistol. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. As we get a glance at the starting lineup offensively, let's discuss the former Heisman Trophy winner, Derrick Henry.
He was definitely disappointed that he dropped to the 2nd round. Only one running back win in the first. That was Ezekiel Elliott. But I think Derrick Henry has a chance to have a special NFL career. He's not just big and strong, has way better feet than he's ever been given credit for.
Now Mariota, and he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
C.J. Mosley is your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On play action, they'll throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first, here's Washington. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches, and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yard?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Washington. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 yards to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On second down, Mariota again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. In motion right is Bryant. On third down, Mariota going for the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
A give running left, it's Washington. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back to throw here. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. For Washington, and he cuts it back right, cuts it out to the sideline, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Washington, 34 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's going to make our score 15-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Again, it's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Hey, you got 3.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cliff Averill in there for sack number 127 in his great career. Moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
It comes, and he lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They begin with Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down following the run.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Check three.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
10 yards to go on third.
One. Kill. Three. Hey, check 24.
On third down, Mariota. And that's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's fourth down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Fighting through. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Ravens a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They come up in an offset eye. They run with Washington. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Washington with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Watch right. We got right. Bound to lose 1. Set. 180. 50
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Titans getting set to go. They'll come out in the pistol. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. A first down throw for Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Check. Fresno.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Washington saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens add on. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. Zone for a touchback.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Another pistol look here. The pitch to Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Under 10.
2nd down, Mariota. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They come up in an offset eye. Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Don't say nothing.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st and 10, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
4 down. Check.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Mike, check. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Right back to Washington. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try the counter with Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They get it to Washington, running left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The play clock's running down. back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Double tight, double tight. You got three down,
Set. All right, now look at 56.
On third down, here's Washington. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On the give, this is Washington. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Baltimore first. Shift together here from the D-line. Another pistol look here.
Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Washington. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
First down, a run with Hyde. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Running it, Washington. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Like any team, they would have loved to have more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He dumps it off for Henry. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mariota. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. That one goes for 24 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it again with Henry. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down.
They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last shot now for Mariota. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And it's up and good.